Hey, hey, hey. I hope you can hear me. The illustrious Joss Renee. She's having technical difficulties, so I'm up here like I know what I'm doing. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Inevitably Love audio discussion. A long time coming, right? Yeah, I had to wait too, but I was so grateful. The narrators were excited to take this on, doing their research and having familiarity in the LBU so they can take on Ishan and Hayden. This series, y'all love this series. I've talked about it before, and certainly during the In the Meantime chat. My sister Yerubia, who is my bootleg, she's Team Love. She's my bootleg beta reader. Here's Joss. She had hit me up in the development of In the Meantime. She said, "This is hey," because we talk every day, and she's reading, but we don't talk about it or whatever. And she just came one day and she was like, "Hey, there's something different about this. This is like really good." I'm like, "Really?" She said, "Where are you going with them?" And I'm thinking like, I'm just taking a journey with them. I'm just on their journey. And then the response for In the Meantime was resounding. Like I just got so much love from it. I always get critique for everything I do. It just comes with the game, but the love was a little extra with these two, and I appreciated it. And the truth in it, or evidence of that, is how till this very day, Amazon, they're always communicating with us about, we're going to put this on sale here. We're going to put this on sale here. Don't do the sale. We'll do the sale. And I mean, it's nothing extraordinary for them, but apparently they like the behavior of the sales for In the Meantime. And then when Inevitably Love became available this March, almost right away, we got the same thing. Also, our bonuses, like consistent for In the Meantime. Also, our bonuses started coming in for Inevitably Love too. Just not the same. And I was just like, they love Ishan's and Hayden's journey. So let's talk about it. Jocelyn, you want to come to the stage? Look at me inviting you to the stage in your own house. Hey, girl.
Hey.
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry I'm late.
No, it's fine. I was being a big girl. I know what to do now. No, I don't, but you taught me enough.
Did you do our intro or no?
No. I did my own bootleg intro.
It's okay. It's all right. Your friend told me to tell you hi. He was here visiting. That's what threw me.
Mm-hmm.
I was having technical issues. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, you were acting like me. It's usually me.
I had to literally reboot. Like, what is up? So, hey, y'all. Hey.
And they were here. Beacon
Light.
Beacon Light. I like that. Beacon Light was here first. She was waiting at us at the door. Thank you, B. Thank you. Khalees is in the house. Zanisha's here. Hey, audiobook girly. Monica's back with us. Hey. Daisy is back with us this time. Britt is with us. Hey guys. This is gonna be really cheesy. But my first question is gonna be what my first question I believe was for the In the Meantime chat for audio. What made this series particularly appealing to you guys? Because me, I don't have any favorites. Like everything I do is from the heart. I started Jocelyn Love's Neutral Zone a couple of nights ago. And before I started it, like last week, because I didn't have the book, I started it late because I was given the book late, the audio book late. And I had waiting on it. I was like reading the reviews and they were going in on me. The reviews were going in on me. And several of them said, this is my least favorite installment in the Connecticut King series. Yeah. And they were like, I feel like, I got the usual, this is so long and so drawn out. I'm thinking like, it's only one installment. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, this is good stuff. And I'm all getting excited, the little moments. And and I know this is not that chat, I don't want to go into it, but even Ma's coming to her little basement apartment, laying across her bed, and I'm thinking like, oh, I got that visual, that big man on that little bed. So I'm just thinking like, I don't know. I mean, hey, I'm the artist, so of course I'm not going to understand. But going back to the complicated series, I feel like you guys took to this differently, and especially someone who's analytical as a Khalees. I don't know if Tara's here yet, but if you guys let us know, I would even get you on a stage for you to articulate. Why do you think, if this is your situation, why were you so taken by the complicated series? I mean, I think I sprinkled all the love into it as I do all of my clients' journeys. Like they all appeal, they're all appealing to me. So, okay, can we bring Khalees? Do you want to come up to the stage? Is that okay, Justin? Can we have her up on the stage? Okay. How do we do it?
Send you a link. She can't just.
Oh, here I go. Could you put the you can personal message folks down here, right?
She said she's at work. She can't. She's at work.
She can't. Okay. Well, Khalees, let's put her comment up here so she can. She said it was against your normal grain. It wasn't a book where the MMC, that's the main male character, I have to always read that slowly, was going headfirst into being. I mean, who does that in the LBU? Like, how often does that happen in the LBU? That instant attraction doesn't usually happen. He wasn't going headfirst into being with her, but that's
she wasn't going headfirst into being with him.
That doesn't typically happen,
right?
Let's see.
I wouldn't classify it as. Would you classify it as a slow burn?
I could, but because of the
right,
that's the only thing that would disqualify it. Yeah,
right.
And then it gets very slow because we only get 3 intimate scenes in book 1, so it's really building their journey. The way that both parties were almost hesitant in the way, but still actively trying. It almost kismet. Okay, the whole time. Denial, but everything still felt so natural. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, thank you.
Oh my God! Like for real? Like, why is my phone ringing? I really enjoyed, especially listening to it, to the point where I pulled out my iPad on the Kindle app and started reading along with it as I was listening.
Okay.
I shared.
I love that you do that, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, I share with Love that everybody knows I listen on the way to work, on the way home from work. I listen to my audiobooks. And I said,
you ain't cussing folks out.
So I was listening last week, and but then Saturday I was home and I was doing something and I started listening. And I said I was going to only listen. What did I say? Like, oh, I'm only going to listen to a chapter. So I'm caught pretty much, And I ended up listening to the whole thing.
You did get through that fast. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating that.
Yeah, like all weekend long. And it was like book 2. I was trying to like figure out what is it that made me fall in love with these 2 characters, like from jump, you know what I mean? And it's like, Ishan, the way he explains his upbringing and how he was somewhat slow and how she teased him about when he lost his virginity and all of that. Like, like she was like, wait, how old are you? Like,
I was surprised too.
all of that lets you understand him a little bit better.
Yeah.
He was true alpha. He was true alpha male because he's getting made in that way. But there was just something about these 2 that just drew me all the way in. Where like you were rooting for them. Rooting for them.
And that's what I felt. I felt the LBU were rooting for these 2 from the gate. I know a few people, but not the normal amount of people said Hayden got on their nerves because Hayden was just like, I don't need you. That's another complaint I get. I write about broke women with rich men, which I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I keep telling people I'm 45 years old. There's a lot of things I stand strong on because I know who I am. But this was a situation where she's just like, no, I want to do this on my own, which was it was inappropriate.
This is
Go
perfect. This is perfect. He says Ishan was alpha, but had a tender heart that made him so
So
lovable.
lovable,
Mhm.
really? And like the first installment of an LB novel, an
Ah,
LBU novel.
I don't want to. For me, now maybe for her, maybe for her, but maybe for me, I think book two, you got more of his tenderness and what made him him, and the things that Mandy, what she, how she did him. You know what I mean?
I
And
don't even think, not that, I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't know if Ishan would have been much of an a-hole with her, but he had to tend to her because of the extenuating circumstances with ADJ and Raina. So I'm not saying without that he would have been negligent. I'm not saying that. But I guess maybe that kind of helped the storyline along because he had to, like, this is a conflict of my livelihood. I need
Mhm.
to address this. So go ahead. That what you said made me think of that. I'm sorry.
I don't want to say Hayden got on my nerves. There was something when she kept saying, "My wannabe baby daddy." Like, girl, you know that that's the man you slept with. You know that that's your baby daddy. And I
That
think we
tickled me
covered
so
that in
bad.
another conversation. Like, girl, just go ahead. And the fact that now I'll say this, both of them was getting on my nerves. Open the damn envelope so that you are both so we can get
You
past
know, when I said that when I was listening to Inevitably Love, when I was listening to it,
it.
I
Mhm.
was like, child, just go open it. Like, just
Both of
open
y'all.
it. This
Both of
is Satara. This is my line editor. Hey, Satara, thanks for supporting. And thank you for not sending me letters of warning like, love, where are you? Because Tina and Zakia have. um, I love Hayden. Hey,
you.
Del Rio. Del Rio. I love Hayden. She's such a whole vibe, well realized character. I can relate to her. And thank you for saying that because I did get a lot of I can relate to her for different reasons. One being let's circumvent this whole parental sharing thing. Like I'll take care of it on my own. I don't want to deal with this. I'm good on my own. And not or Ezra's prophecy to her when he said, daughters who were born to mothers who raised them alone and did a good job at it have a handicap because you can't understand partnership and see the value in it. I thought that was like really deep. I was like, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Did I?
No, I was ready. That's what I was getting ready to put up.
I don't get disliking women that are more on the hyper independent side. I'm going to eat it up every time. Yeah, that's a personality trait, though, or reading personality trait. I don't know you personally. That's like a reading personality trait, right? Like there's just some. I'm gonna be attracted to the woman that's not gonna be head over heels over every guy that smiles her way. That's LB, So
Mhm.
I get that. I'm not the hyper independent type either, but I definitely I can get like work. Put on your track shoes. Come on, let's go.
Is that my pie talks? Is that my? Is that Maisha?
It is. Hey, my
Okay.
PowerPoint presentation is ready.
No,
Okay,
thank
let's roll it. Let's roll it.
you.
Look, let's roll it. Allegra's not here to tell you to go to hell. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Um, all right, Khalees. That part made me reflect on my parenting because I'm raising a daughter alone. Yeah. Yes, it's one of those things. And it just, oh gosh, it just rolls into, when we learn more about Hayden's dynamic with her mother and her childhood and the whole, young hearts run free, this thing of, what builds, what shapes our thoughts, our patterns, our decisions. and how can we be better to our children than our parents were to us. So of course I'm not in the most favorable situation, but I want to make better decisions than my mom made. So it just leaves me, it's I have another theory. Hey Brit's in the house. Hey,
Hayden's mom literally makes me sick.
Jocelyn.
She
When
makes
wait,
me
wait, Jocelyn.
sick.
That scene when Hayden just got home, she had just left Ebony, and she's emotional. Her mother is so self-centered that she doesn't realize she's upset. And Dr. Patterson says,
Right,
"Everything
like,
okay?" And she said, "Oh
I'm
yeah,
just yeah. I'm just like, she like been talking to you. And then all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, Hayden, honey, girl." Oh my God. Oh, she got on my nerves. When I say she got on my nerves, she got on my nerves
baby."
all
Yeah.
the way around. And then even when Ishan shows up at Christ Cares and she's there and she batting her eyes and well, I would love to go to the appointment too. Girl, ain't nobody want you. Hayden don't want you there.
Mhm.
He does not want you there. Yeah, her mom.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call her
Yeah,
trash.
she's a
I
lot.
call her
Yeah.
mom trash. I ain't gonna call her trash.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
she's underdeveloped too. She's underdeveloped. Clearly, like Hayden never talked about her dating other men, right? So that's a problem. Why aren't you dating other men? Hayden is what, 30 something? I don't know. I forget. Why have you not dated other men? So then when you see her, and I don't think she would have done anything with Deshaun, but apparently you like what your eyes see. So this is a little strange for you to be so fixated and wanting to know more and what it's she needs time on my couch, because it's just like
Is Britt calling me dramatic or are we talking about her mama being dramatic? I'm not dramatic. You talking about her mama.
is her mom named Jocelyn?
No, she no.
Monica said, Britt, you talking about Joss? Her mom's name is Monica. I'm thinking, explain, Britt. Okay, can we say that Dr. Patterson is up there with Miss Wanda? No. Why? Come, and I'm gonna pay attention when you speak. I will pay attention to. Why would we say that? Because maybe I'm missing something.
No, she's saying like on the same level as Miss Wanda. Like they are mothers who don't play about their children. I mean, their children, they are very in tune.
Oh, you know who I'm thinking about, Khalees? Monica. Dr. Patterson is right in my face, and I'm thinking about Monica. I'm like, where are those parallels? Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah, I see that.
Britt said her making me sick. Yeah, she got on my nerves.
So, Britt, what did you think about Monica? Lord, I can't even type chat. It's so crazy. Britt, what do you think about Monica and her dynamic with her daughter? And her mom was condescending. She gaslighted her.
I could see. Yep. Yeah, I believe she
Her
was
mom.
gaslighting her. I
She,
believe she was gaslighting her in a lot of senses.
just
Like the whole you'll
son.
understand once you have a baby, the whole all of that.
I think that's how disconnected Monica is from her child. I don't think she really knows Hayden, and I don't think Hayden made it easy. I think Hayden, at some point in her life, at some age, did not want her mom. She gave up on her mom ever knowing her, accepting her, or protecting her.
Mhm,
So Hayden bears some of the problem too, but the root of the problem was she was not properly mothered
mhm,
because Monica didn't create a safe space for her to express herself.
mhm, mhm,
Um, which is sad, because even when she talked about how she would go over to her father's house to spend the night with his family, and she would complain like, something is not right there. But I knew Monica at first. She was like, I don't want to do that with my child. But Monica tried to do the right thing by allowing her to go. And it just didn't work out. And that was Hayden talking about like her voice not being heard, or
Yeah,
or
because
even her making.
that was too many years for you that she went. But I believe Hayden was trying to stick it out as well as a little kid. I want to be around this is
She wanted
family.
she wanted to be accepted by them. She
Yeah,
wanted to be in their family.
her sisters and the whole nine. I get all of that, but let my child come home at that age and tell me I don't want to go back. You ain't got to.
Yeah. This one time, Jocelyn, huh?
What? D only had to tell me one time. You ain't got to. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's not you. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. And you know what? Because you know me, I look at it from both perspectives. I try to humanize everybody. She wanted that bad. She wanted it, and she was that desperate to be a part of her daughter's journey, or her to tap into her daughter in general, that she was wholly inappropriate, wholly like, well, I want to go, I want to, and instead of addressing the problem years ago, now you're employing these tactics of being inappropriate and inviting yourself into a sacred space your daughter has with this man that you just learned of. So yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad. I'm a little blue guy, so don't have me crying up here and preaching to mamas. Oh my gosh. Monica's misplaced loyalty to Hayden's abuser. Yeah. Satara, like, I don't understand how that lady totally missed that. You're not to play savior to your brother. Your daughter is the priority. Your daughter is the priority. It doesn't matter that you knew he had issues growing up. You're creating issues for your daughter. He did, and you're going along with it. You're his co-star.
Very much so.
Oh,
Very.
that's another thing, and I know this is so inappropriate for me to say, but I noticed when In the Meantime came out, and I read a few of the reviews, and I think two people said Love Belvin has this theme in her writing. She's always writing about essays, right? Or molestation, And then one was like, no, that is not my story. To God be the glory. I just
Oh, well,
understand.
we
I
had this,
understand
we
people.
had,
Like, creatives don't always lean on their own experiences. That is
I need y'all to understand, just because an Arthur, because somebody else was accused of this, and I hate TikTok all of a sudden now, and I probably shouldn't say that, but I can't stand it. In some aspects, y'all gotta stop projecting what you think onto an Arthur. They just write. I mean,
it's just
whatever the
like so
character.
far off.
Right. Everything they write is not something about that
And
person's.
that's tasteless for me to have to say, because that's not nobody's business. But it's just like, stop simplifying things. Let's just enjoy the human experience.
Right,
Like,
right. Mike, you're right. It's art. Please seek, yeah, you seek help. You seek help. Jesus.
that's my mind.
Huh.
What's bold as hell, Britt? I love and hate.
I think she's talking about what I said, when people just, when they be projecting that.
Oh,
Like, stop it.
it's just like so like, do you even, you don't know me?
Right.
um, I love and hate that you make it difficult to hate, because I am the same way at 45 as I was at 17, 18, and being cheated on, or I don't even want to say being cheated on, just being in a three-way type of situation and being hated by the other girl. And I'm just looking at her like, dang, you're hurt. And it has nothing to do with me. I'm just catching a stray. I'm that same person that can say, I feel sorry for her. And she, at every chance she gets, she's like, I'm gonna beat you. And I'm like, oh, and I'm not condescending. I see things. Like, so there are two ways you can view people. You can go underneath the surface, or you can, or the surface. Maybe I need to be more of a surface filler, because I see it both ways. Like, even with Brielle, I don't have any intentions on taking on another antagonist in the LBU. But with her, I mean, her story is amazing. Look at what she's accomplished. But I wanted to dig deeper, and I heard from her. But yeah, I think there's good and evil, and well, I don't even want to go there. The contrast between Hayden's mom and Deshaun's mom was so refreshing. I love the balance it gave the story. I like that too. Is this unique? It's as unique, but you don't buy unique, right? I had a unique order the sandbox. As unique. I've seen you. You were at the last chat, so I know who you are. But I'm wondering if you use a different variation of your name. I love that. I loved how Dr. Patterson did not highbrow Monica or Judge Hayden. Like, I think her thing was, my child is my main focus, and whatever he's with, and that this is a sensitive situation, I'm gonna be with. And they created a safe space for both those women to come in with their toxic relationship. It's a love night. Ease in the house. Josh, what you just see? What you just whip your head for? What did you see in your peripheral?
We always, well, I don't do it with you. We be doing some mauve commercials. I was
Oh,
where my mouth was. We be doing the mouth commercial. Ah, I love it. I love it. I have my bottle too, but it's been cracked open. So
Josh, we got to do that again. But
we got to make
we
some
got to
more.
figure out. Yeah, we got to figure out the shipping thing, though, right?
Yeah,
Is it gonna be expensive to ship? Yeah, we got to do that. I would love to do that again.
yeah,
Like just take it to the next level, and but this, yeah, we got to talk about that. Jocelyn did this, by the way. That's why I'm talking to Jocelyn about it. Jocelyn, when I met her, she had belonged to like two book clubs, and they got down, at least one of them in particular, and they made
no, not they.
well, this was your night. This was your night,
Me.
right? This is
Yeah,
your
me.
project. And child, I don't have company. Okay, so she made Raina's bags. You know how Raina was in bags and shoes. She had them all. Sunflower seeds was eaten by one of my little visitors, I guess, some year. She had lip glass because Asmir loved messing up Raina's lipstick. She had she had the bracelet. Remember the bracelet on Love Uncharted? This was so dope. And she had now laters, now then laters, but we call them Patterson now laters. So Jaws hooked us up. She said, "Love, I gotta get you up." And I didn't know her like that then, and I didn't
Oh,
tell her how bad I wanted it. I didn't tell her how and I didn't even know how good it was until she sent it to me. But we gotta do this, Joss. I just have to get the brainstorm. But anyway, hey, McAllen. I have I opened up Japanese whiskey last night, so I'm having Japanese whiskey because it's my birthday week. I was craving it last week, so I got it yesterday. Need to have an LBU meetup. Jackson, weren't we talking about that recently?
so just hold on till 2027. Just hold on till 2027.
Oh gosh, don't get this woman started. Then y'all gonna see Jocelyn fussing at me in public.
Y'all just hold on. Y'all just hold on. I promise y'all, something is
Hey
coming.
Ash.
Something is
Ash
coming.
be reading.
If you don't know, LB is not touring next year, but 2027. Yes, 2027. We working on some stuff.
Okay. All right, I want to save that question for Myles and Alex.
So let me ask you this, because I know we met Hayden in
Love's Neutral Zone.
Love's Neutral Zone.
Mm-hmm.
When did she start talking to you?
Probably around that time.
Around that time? Okay.
Probably around that time towards the end of the book. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't remember why. I don't know if it's because it was like just a natural thing because of her double connection, meaning to Sundria and to Lex. But it was definitely towards the end of that. I was like, dang, I hear a story coming on. Okay, let me listen. And that's how that happened.
I
Midnight House.
loved that Lex and Ezra were so seen in this story, especially
They were what? I'm sorry.
so seen. They were
Seen.
so prevalent in the story, um I'm not talking to him right now.
Toxic Midnight.
Right. But he knows I love him.
I know.
I love that they were so prevalent. I love that Ezra was able to, I always think about when he was telling her about the demons, but it wasn't when he said there's 3 demons over you, but it wasn't like they were
They
demons.
would harm her. They
Right.
will harm her without her permission. Mm-hmm.
Right.
They were lurking, is what he said. They were
Right.
lurking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. There he go. He told us he was going to be here.
I was cracking up when Lex was so frazzled. I guess it was the epilogue, and how she was like, and Sean said, I blew up your spot because there is no issue. If you'd have come to me, I'd have told you this is not an issue. But she said, you know, do you know how stressed out I was? I was talking to my boss about a sex club, and she's telling me her business, but I think that's just her thoughts. Like I think that's just her fantasy because there ain't no way her husband is into that.
Right.
I thought that was hilarious.
Like,
And I
girl, if
think
you only knew. If you only knew.
and I want, dang, that'll be a good question for Alex, and I'm gonna forget. I wanted Khalees remind me to ask Alice this question. I want to know what did she think when she read that because she knew she was very intimate with Lex at that time, and you know, and Hayden. So I'm wondering what did my Alex think when she was crossing over those two.
I'm gonna jot it
Fronts.
down. I'm gonna jot that question down.
I always love, hey Miss Daisy, with your gorgeous self. I always love Ezra more and everyone else's books. Oh gosh, let me process that. Okay, so I can see how that can be because you're done with his work. He's more developed. You're passing. You're more familiar with him. You're not with him in his ugly anymore. Because when we're reading that particular client's journey, we see they're ugly. So then you kind of get past the ugly. Although with Trent and Raj and subsequent projects, we saw they're ugly. In Love's encroachment, we saw the ugly side of Trent. And in Low Love, Low Fidelity, we saw another side of
I was
Raj.
so disappointed in my Trent. Everybody knows I love me some Trent and Raji. I was
Trent
so
was doing the most. And the thing is, it was so natural of him. And I really appreciated Lons. Oh my gosh, Midnight. That book, I just, that vibe. It's just a vibe with those two. That's what I thought was the least like project in the CK in the CK series. But that was the talent of Lons being a coach. He understood the pathology with Trent and how his child, he was a neglected child. So when he's thinking about leadership, you have to be consistent. You have to be true. You have to be tried. He doesn't. So Lons knew to be patient with him. But anyway, we saw the ugly. So okay, Daisy, I think I can see. I can understand that. Has Ezra? Everyone asks this question, Britt. Ezra hasn't met Asmir. I feel like they've been in the same building, possibly even the same room. Maybe the same room, but they've never met. They're very much aware of each other because Ezra made that clear and bonded with Ezra. He's heard of him. But no. But I think I'm ready for them to meet. I think I'm ready. I was not ready for them to meet. For years, I was not ready for them to meet. But Asmir, ain't he like darn it 50 years old now? Like what he hiding for? Like, so I didn't want Ezra to blow up Asmir's spot.
That's what
so
I'm about to say. That's we're gonna read him.
Mm-hmm. But Asmir has evolved. Like, what's plot you gonna blow up? You know? So yeah. Everyone by the way, Britt, I know you're new to the LBU, but for years from when Ezra was published in 15 and 16, people were saying, no, we want to see them together, or do we want to see them together? So it's funny to hear you say that because that was a thing. At least it was. My cup was filled so much from all the cameos. I know it's an LB thing. So yeah, Alex loves those when the cousins get together in the girl moments. I try to I can't do that with everybody. I can only do that with on occasion.
Oh, I have a lot. I have a lot of favorite scenes. One of my favorite scenes was when Ebony showed up and how the cousins knew right away what kind
Sundria clocked that right away. I think was it Ashley, wasn't it you who posted about that? Ashley be reading? I think she said yes, she did. She said Sundria peeped that. She clocked that right away.
And Raina was so smooth with it, with her shade.
Her transition. Because she went from sincere to like, oh, I see what you're trying to do.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. And even Hayden, like, let me lean back and let you see what's really popping on right here. Girl. And I love the way that's one of the things I think I loved about Ishan too, how he did not let stuff really fester and how he handled it like, okay, let's handle this right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not in his nature. Look at his job. He puts out fires.
Right.
So
Right.
that's not in his nature. He let it linger too long.
He did. He did.
But when Ebony showed up and he's just like, okay, I was working you up to this point. I told you about her. But see, now you're going too far and you're showing you haven't changed. You're still that same woman who keyed my car or whatever she did to his car,
That she keyed it.
assuming he was with another woman. They weren't even officially together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You showed your
Mm-hmm.
crazy early on, girl. You didn't even wait till he fell for you before you showed your crazy.
Mm-hmm. How many of us in the chat been crazy like that? Be honest.
Girl,
Be
girl.
honest. I've never done anything like that. Am I capable of that? I'm a little too old now.
Anybody's car, but I found out when my ex was cheating. I'm talking. I was in my 20s. I ain't 20, early 20s. I found
Mhm,
out my ex was cheating, and I found out that him and the girl worked together at
mhm.
Sears. Baby, me and my friends was up there, and she worked in the baby department. We was up there stalking, walking
Oh man.
out, talking loud in the
Look, the Patterson girl in me is like, and I've done some things. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, like, again, he was creating a pattern of this is your problem. You got it all together. Your resume is tight, but in here, the mind and the heart, you need some work there. Poor Ebony. I wonder could I take Ebony on as a client?
Oh God, please don't.
I don't know.
Why?
She's not more damaged in reputation than Brielle. Brielle has a more damaged reputation in the LBU
I
than
guess
her.
I felt I didn't like after, it's like you could tolerate Ebony. But then the fact that you really tried to play on Hayden's top at the
Yeah.
end with
Yeah.
you knew the embryos was gone and you still trying to play with her, like girl, get the what on.
Dee says she dreamt about being crazy like that. Britt said never. Wait a minute, what did Daisy say? Oh, we're sisters and cousins. We all turn 50 next year, so I related to the cousins. Yeah. I need to get with my darn cousins. Um, it set it straight
I
immediately.
appreciate that he said it straight,
And actually, that was you, right? I'm sure you probably said, oh, that's Britt. That's one of my favorite things about the series, their cousin relationship. Okay, so I may be going back too far, but it was actually said, yes, Sundria peeped that right away. And you know what I did like about having Sundria make a cameo, if you will, right after her project was because we get to see the other side of Sundria. Sundria is really a hood chick. Is she like Tashi? She's probably polished herself since Tashi. But those two are the same. Sundria ran with them in them streets. Like Sundria was that chick. She just because of her the mentoring she got from Maz's mom. Her name is not coming. Cheryl.
Sure.
That helped mature her. She got into a different environment and she wanted more for herself. She's a hustler always, but she was out there on the blocks with them dudes. Like that was really her. So she's more polished, and I feel like we see her rougher side in the complicated series. We see we see her on guard all the time and protective and all that stuff. So even when she tried to go up against Ishan in that boardroom and on Red's Island, and Ishan asked for his assistant, what's her name?
Munchie.
Munchie to leave the room. And he said, what's your problem with me? And she kept it straight, but Raina had to say, Sandra, you gotta chill. And I think Ishan said she's not a good girl. I think we know if she was a good girl, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. It's like, oh, okay.
He was like, she's a big girl. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I hollered when I was listening when at the baby shower and they brought the cockeyed dude.
What meant Darius was there?
At the shower when Ishan found homeboy from
Henry.
right, and his name
I'm thinking about Darius from Love Central Zone. Yes.
No, Henry wasn't Henry and the whole nine. And then when they described him, like, I'm thinking she is in love with this fine man, and then like it's one thing to read it, but to hear the description, I was out here cracking up. Like, okay,
Because I think that's important. I think that's important for women to see, right? Because I write for women. I write for everyone, but definitely
you think
I'm a
he's
woman first.
older, whatever it was he did that had her going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, but
And it's just like you're going crazy over someone and making these bad decisions and jeopardizing your job over someone who was never connected with you.
right.
Sometimes you have to come back, and let's not romanticize things, and I feel like, girl, you don't got us all wrapped up in this pseudo love story, and it ain't a love story at all. You got played. And
And when Lex was like, if she can't, basically, I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember word for word. If she can't handle it, she basically, in other words, let her go.
Lex was not playing
Let
with that.
her
Lex said, this ain't my first rodeo.
go. Baby, do a job. We are here to do a job. We ain't got time for these other shenanigans.
Yeah, and she did. She did too much.
Yeah,
Did
way.
way too
Yeah, we
much.
talked about that last time. She did way too much. It was doing way too much. Like you and your feelings.
Because can't pay bills. Can you imagine? I would have been afraid if I was Henry, if he knew anything about it, Sean. He took you from Vegas to New Jersey to an event, some type of events, type of facility, and you're standing there like, what is going to happen to me? I don't know if he knows about, Ishan being muscle, but Ishan was darn sure his boss. I wonder did he get
Right.
fired? I wonder did he get fired?
That part.
But she said his eyes were like lazy when she described him, and I screamed out loud. Oh my, stop! Because you're
Girl, me, I
show
was right
people how
there with
silly
you.
I am.
I was right there. I swear, I'm thinking this man is so fine. So fine. Child, please.
Hey, Rashida. I gotta get on the side spoiler. I knew this was a must. Rashida, you didn't finish. So are you gonna read it, Rashida, or are you gonna listen to it? They're both good. I don't tell people. I mean, you consume your books the way you want to, but I just still think the written is is really a good way to go or start, because there's just like a bond we have with the writing. But then when you listen to it afterwards, it just takes it to another level. So
My, don't do that to the name Henry. Don't do that, My.
I didn't expect much. Oh
Oh
my!
my
Look at, even Britt caught that. My, because you're gonna treat me as if I told you that. Your baby. What did you guys think about Makai? Did you know? We talked about this during the first chat, and I asked, do you guys think he's Makai's biological father or not? Did you guys? What did you think? Did you anticipate it?
I picked up on it. I remember I said I picked up on it that I didn't think, remember I said I didn't think he was, because when Hayden pulled up and she was like the car, and she's like, your dad really loves you or cares about you. And the way he's like my dad. Yeah, okay. I honestly, in some sense, I felt like Makai was doing too much. And then other sense, I understood it when more of his story came out about his dad, his biological father. Not gonna say his dad, because Ishana is his daddy. His biological father, and even making excuses. I don't blame Makai for being like, I'm not doing this no more. When they were at the diner, I'm over this. I'm not, and I'll tell Nanu, I'm not doing this ever again. And I can respect them wanting to keep him in the loop with his people, so that he's still connected to his flesh and blood family.
Yeah, that
But
broke my heart.
I've heard people say all the time, blood don't always make you family. And that was a perfect example of blood don't make you family. You still 18 years later, you still making excuses why you can't be in this child's life. And that's just,
just
but
no desire. Just
when he went off on her baby, and I'm not her do boy, baby. I was like, oh, you about to die, baby. Look, run, because you in trouble. You need to go hide somewhere in that big old house, because you in trouble.
Rick, what are you talking about? You knew something was off about their dynamic. You mean the father and son, meaning Makai and Ishan? Yeah, you saw how Ishan came in there. When I listened, and I want to talk to Myles about that. When I got to that scene, I thought about you. I said, I hope I redeem myself to Jocelyn because of the pantry scene. You wanted to hear from
I did.
read from Myles or from Ishan's perspective.
Yeah.
So when I wrote it, I definitely thought about you then. But then when I heard it, I was like, "Dang, I wanted that I redeem myself to her because I'll save that for Myles. That part. That's something else I want to bring. I want to bring up to him. Oh yes, father and son. So what was weird about it, Brick? Khalees, I thought Nana was going to
Choked her, but she was more stunned. Like, I
she
know you.
wasn't anticipating that. She did
Yeah.
not know.
Yeah.
She had no idea. And I kind of felt because all that was is he was being a brat. He was acting his age. And Jocelyn, I knew you see it from a different perspective because of your profession. But he was acting like a brat. His thing is, I'm doing all the things. I'm doing all the things. I'm being responsible. I'm here. I spend time with her. I say hi to her every day. Like now you want me to service her grandmother too? And it was just like poor thing. And I said to Ruby, and I said it to you, Josh. I said it. I said it on the last chat. For in the meantime, if I felt these two can give me 3 installments, I would have delved more into that dynamic between Makai and Hayden. I thought that was very, very interesting. How Hayden, I don't want to say Makai intimidated her, but she didn't want to be a bad guy to him. So she probably would let him get away with more than he should. She'd probably be a little too understanding, but then, dang, what are you supposed to do? Like, you understand he's a kid. How far do you let him go? How patient should you be with him? That would have been hard for me. Even if it was 20 years ago in my life, 20, 30 years ago. I mean, not 30 years ago, jeez. 15, 20 years ago, 10, 20. That would be hard for me because I don't believe in competing with kids. I don't believe in that. But Ashawn had to show up with that. Ashawn's relationship with Makai was very intriguing to me. The way when you were out already. Oh, so you waited until book 2 came to start book 1. Yeah. What did you guys think about? I hope I'm not rushing this. What do you guys audiobook girly loves Alyx. I love Alyx too. I love her a lot.
He's here.
I know she's here. Alyx is my heart. What did you guys think about Josh, you touched on it. I feel like I did not give you color about Troy and him thinking like this conversation was going to absolve him of his responsibilities as a father. Like, and he was busted up. He honestly, I understood it from his perspective, but he was wrong. There's nothing you can give him. You've never accepted him. And it's
Right.
all because you're intimidated by his father
Right.
or, by, and it's just like, that's all you got for him.
And something intrigued, like not just the money, something intrigued Mandy to keep, going back to
Oh,
him.
that
Saving
that
grace.
that little whore.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
It took me a while. I didn't know their backstory until I wrote it. Until like that day or the days that I spent writing it. Was that at the end of in the meantime? No. That was Inevitably Love because that's when we just no. When he was up in Canada, didn't that start that scene when that retro scene? Didn't that start in the meantime?
I can't remember.
Khalees, did that start in the meantime? And then we got I think we got more in
Yeah, maybe more
Inevitably
details.
Love. Yeah, so I didn't know until those scenes were written. I did not know how it was going to turn out. I didn't even know what's her name, Mandy was that diabolical. I did not know until we came across that. We came to that point where it needed to be revealed. But they deserved each other.
Absolutely.
They deserved each other. And like I appreciated how Sean was able to tell her, I was the corny kid. I
Mhm.
did not fit in with their world. I wanted her. She intrigued me, and I held on to her too long. And my mom knew it. She knew it, but she supported me on it. She knew all of it. I found that to be so interesting. So interesting. Mandy was scared. Yes, she was.
Yeah, ugh.
Troy and Hayden's dads both decided to opt out of fatherhood. Yep, you're right. And like as Sean said, that's not an option. That's just not an option.
Mhm.
She was such a trash individual. Talking about Mandy.
And they always get what they deserve.
They always get. Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. Because when he was sitting up there telling that story about his health declining, that karma's gonna come back to you.
Oh, I was talking about Mandy. They always get
Well, she got what she. Y'all not gonna do that to me. Just like Bourbon Street Bookers like to do that with
Yeah,
Avery.
that's where I was going. That's where I was going. That's where I was going.
Khalees do too.
They get what they deserve, you know. Now, if you would just let something bad happen to Don, I think we will all be happy. We will
Don is
heaven.
Don should have been top boss ish in PR. She should be L, but she blew that. She's blackballed.
Because it's funny, when I was listening to Sadiq, and I'm like, no, this heifer, like you will bat your freaking eyes at anybody. Like this is a whole business
For
meeting,
power.
and you are, I can do this for you, girl. Go sit down somewhere, girl.
Mm-hmm. So Bougie Book Bay. And I think Brittany said she always felt something was weird about their dynamics. I think if he was his biological son, they would have the same dynamic. I honestly think that's just the way Sean would have raised him. You just hit on it. He wanted to be different from his own father. I feel like he would have been the same way. I feel like he did not raise him any differently. I think they still would have had that dynamic. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Erica. Erica said, "Love gonna put somebody in a car." Avery.
Stop.
I love it. I love it.
Stop. But yeah, I don't think there would have been a difference. And I think too with his travel and how, he needed his mom's help, I think, Ishan, that was the natural father for Ishan.
Yeah. We waiting on Myles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
7:00.
Okay.
What else was it I wanted to so did you guys think Hayden, when she came down to Atlantic City and she had devised that plan to get into his face, what did you guys think about that? Was that too premature? Do you think he deserved that the way he blew up at her, considering the fact that they didn't really know each other, right? Book one, they didn't know each other. Book two, they didn't even know each other. For me, that's just me. That's just love. That's just me. I just felt, these things have been happening. They're on a fast timeline. But do you think she moved too fast, or do you think she should have allowed Sean to come to her first because it was him blowing up and she still was clueless? It just so happens that they knew the same person. I feel like I just had that happen in my life.
I was pissed off at him at our last chat. I was pissed off at him for the fact that he was like, F you, Aiden, with all of that animosity. And I was just like,
he did.
Oh, I was so mad with Ishan. So I don't know, love. Like maybe he should have gone to her, but him being stubborn. And then she did say she talked to his mama. I mean, Dr. Patterson.
Okay.
He was saying that his mom was telling her how to kind of break the ice, that the gifts and kind of things were her idea. So he probably wasn't going to go to her. He probably wasn't.
I think he was going to take his time. He would have gone to her because of going back to his relationship with Asmir.
It wouldn't have been as fast as, but Hayden is like, look, we got to move on because, this is too much.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what you guys have to say, and then I'm going to get to the choking scene in the tub. I want to ask my Alex about that, Sal. Um, and Sean was ready to forgive anyway because he had to. He had to move past the E. Pinned her up on that office desk. E. Oh my gosh. But I was like, how she went to him.
I
It
said,
was sexy.
wonderful.
So okay, I shouldn't have moved past your last statement. He did warn her about lying to him. That is very true. He gave his insecurities up front with that one. You're absolutely right. But why did you think it was okay? Because you were in the LBU novel and you knew that eventually they were going to get back together. If you were not familiar with me, would you have had that same opinion that she should have gone first to go get your man?
But when you say he did warn her about lying to him, she doesn't consider those girls his sister. She said that's something I don't talk about. And like she kept saying, I don't know you to be that intimate. I mean, we've been intimate, but to share those inner things with you. Am I really lying because I ain't telling you all of my inner workings? I don't know. Yes, this is your baby. I know this is your baby, but they're still like they're still getting to know each
Mm-hmm.
other. And
Mm-hmm.
it takes time. Nobody drops everything about them right
Mm-hmm.
away.
Right.
So his blow up really irritated me because you're more mad. Who are you mad with? Are you mad with her? Are you mad with Rob because you done finally caught up with this nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm. Or you met with yourself because you felt you should have known they had a connection. Mm-hmm.
But when you say omitting, so that means to me when you're saying omitting is lying. I get all of that, but there are certain times if I'm just now starting to date you, I'm not telling you everything right now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not giving
Mm-hmm.
you all of my inner secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So for her to be like, that's something intimate for her and her with what she dealt with her family. Sometimes we gotta look at the bigger picture. We so busy looking at, oh, well, she lied about this.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the bigger picture in that?
That's not something she goes around talking about. She doesn't acknowledge them like that.
Acknowledge that I have siblings. That's not, I don't have siblings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. What are you talking about? The choking scene? Ashley be reading or Ash be reading. She hit me up last week. She said, I think it was last week. She said, Love, did that lady really choke that man in that tub? I was like, sure did. She sure did. She was so frustrated. And this is what I deal with a lot of my work. When my mostly my female clients, when they get to the point where they don't feel like they have control anymore. Like they are feeling things they don't want to feel, they didn't anticipate feeling. And she felt like you're trying to take my control. And I know I can't fight you on it. And so she was really fighting. Speaking of what we were talking about just a few minutes ago, Jocelyn, she was fighting with herself, choking that man.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a flag on the play for Hayden because she had disagreed to be his. She did. Yes, she did.
We talking less
Really
than
hadn't
24
been.
hours, so I was supposed to spill my guts to you that night. Come on now.
They really hadn't had a chance to
Look,
disclose
can
that
we
much information. That is very, very true.
before I get rah-rah. Let me be quiet before I get rah-rah.
I know. I feel it coming up, friend. I feel it coming up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I felt bad. What did you guys think about him tracking her and her having to come to terms with that? I felt like that was expedited too.
Yeah, the whole tracking thing while I'm asleep, you gonna get my phone and put this bruh, come on.
And I can roll with a lot of stuff, but you going in my phone when I'm asleep, and I don't even want to be here anyway, but I acquiesce, and that's what you do when I'm sleeping.
Right.
Them heifers were not her sisters. They did her dirty, had no relationship with Ashley. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Yes, the office desk scene. The way he handled her respectfully and then propped her up on the desk was attractive. Their back and forth was everything to me. You know, when Alex is reading her and I'm like, I felt the energy. Like I felt him at the table, like, notice, like he was trying to mask what he really felt like. She really did just finesse her way into my office. But he played it all so smoothly, saying, come join me, come eat. And Hayden is just like, no, I feel like I'm intruding. I don't want, and he just said, hey, Hayden, come eat. But I think he was happy as I don't know what inside, saying she made an effort. Like she came all the way down here. She made up a lie. I don't know how she got in here. I got to give it to her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What time is it? It's 7 o'clock. Let's bring my Alyx on.
This right here. Plus, she's having lunch with this dude who he knows to be trash, but Hayden doesn't. The optics didn't look good to Ish, so he responded in kind. I understood it, even if I didn't like it. Yeah, I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
I understood because he opened up the night before. I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, he reacted. True alpha. Let me just react. React first, ask questions later. Think about it later. Damn, did I overreact? And he admitted that later that he overreacted. And he apologized several times for it too.
All right. Well, we can bring Miss Alyx Monroe. What is it to the stage? What is it? What's the terminology?
Add to the stage. Add to the
Add
stage.
to the stage. Hey, Miss Monroe.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing?
Hey. You know what? No lie. This week it's just been a time on my personal life. But this week I promise you, and I'm not lying. I promise for God. I was gonna put up a post that says, "Do you ever just think, what is Alyx Monroe doing right now? Like when I'm not listening to her, and I don't feel connected to her because she's not fighting for her life in the LB book. Just wondering, what is she doing? Is she eating well? Does she feel okay? Is she shopping? Where does she shop?"
That is
I just didn't get a chance
funny.
to do it because I would have had to make it myself and Photoshop. And it's just, life has just been moving too fast for me. And I shouldn't have said anything because I can still post it next week and I may do it. But I'm literally thinking, I wonder what Alyx is doing today. So how are you? Have you been reading the reviews?
I'm feeling good. I haven't. Okay. So I usually I try to wait a little bit. Now I did go and check the numbers. I went to check the number of reviews, and I went to check like the overall score for performance and for story. But I haven't gone through to read the reviews, but I will. I will. I read the reviews.
I'm about to say, oh, you graduated, right? I was about to say, oh, you graduated. You haven't.
No, I'm not that mature.
You said what?
I said no, I'm not that mature.
You're not that mature. You're not there yet.
Not yet.
Before you showed Jackson, what was my question for her about the scene between Lex
what
and
did you think of the scene of Hayden
when you're
Lex in the sex club?
Right. So do you recall during the epilogue, Hayden is explaining to Ishan how difficult this was for her to even conjure up this idea to come to the supper club, whatever. She said, I had to talk to my boss about her personal life, and she's telling me about a sex club that has to just be her fantasy because ain't no way her husband is into anything like that. Did you have, because you were at that time very intimate with Lex as well as Hayden. What was your thought? Do you have as you're reading that, is there any crossover for you?
I chuckle every time I have to do Lex now because somebody said it about Ezra earlier. I always like Ezra more in other people's books. I loved Lex in her book, for the record, but they were so messy. They were just so messy and immature, and they had a lot to get together. And I already met the evolved, mature Lex that we see in Inevitable Love and some of the other stories that we've done. And so now that I've gone back to the beginning of her story, whenever I see her mature again, I'm like, look how far you've come.
Yeah.
Look at my girl.
Yeah.
Look at my girl. But as embarrassed as she was, somehow Hayden still didn't pick up on it. I thought that was nice because they definitely been in that club.
She can't even phantom Ezra.
She nah.
Yeah, nah. You get out.
I don't see that happen. Maybe before she got married.
Before you got married by you.
Maybe somebody else. Maybe with her previous guy.
Right.
All
Hey,
right. Look
Myles.
who's in the house. Mr. Myles
Hello, hello, hello. Sorry,
Washington.
I'm late.
Hey.
Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry I'm late. I'm having all types of difficulties.
This is okay. It's okay. How was your day?
It's good, busy, but good, 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 good. How's yours?
It's a day. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see Alex. I'm happy to be with my sister readers. I'm happy to be with Josh.
What's
This
up,
is my
Josh?
day.
What's up, Alex?
Hey.
What's going on?
So,
Yes.
so this we talked about a few minutes ago, the dynamic with Ishan and Makai.
Mm.
And I know you had made a comment. I feel like you and Alice made a comment, like you were curious, is that his biological son, or isn't it? And we find out it is not his biological son.
Mm-hmm.
And a few of my sister readers, like Britt and someone else, said they knew that was
Here come the toxic. Here come the
toxic midnight.
Well, listen, late as fuck does not qualify for 3 minutes, bro. Like,
um, I said to them, they were saying that they felt like, yeah, I didn't think that was his son because their dynamic was just a little different. Britt said weird, but I'm thinking she means like lax. And I'm like, nah, I think that's how Ishan would have been if that was his biological son. And someone made a really great point of he just didn't want to be his father, the sergeant. He wanted to be a little more relaxed, but still connected as a father. When you found out that that was not his biological son, what did you think?
as far as that dynamic,
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same as you. Like, I feel like being that his dad was such the soldier and the constant, and that, prepared him in a way, but also might have lacked in other ways, and that he might have needed somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he was trying to figure that out, figure his own way of being the best father he could.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really think it was because of the biological thing or not, because the phrase anybody could be a daddy, it takes somebody to be a father for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't think it was that. At least for me, I didn't receive it as that. I thought it was just really trying to navigate how I'm raising this boy, now young man, into making sure he's the most successful and the best version of himself.
Especially being that Ishan needed his mom's help. Ishan travels a lot. So
Yeah,
I thought that's how I viewed it. I thought that
yeah.
was just his natural way of,
And it's like, as a grandma, like my grandmother, you got the tendency, like, they're gonna spoil you a little more. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you and so with that, it's like he's still trying to balance who his father was as to who he is as a man and a father, with the dynamic of, I got this business and I'm traveling, so I still want this to be like when he's at the game, at the first.
I was gonna go there.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, we gonna deal with this my way right now. Grandma could do that later, but right now, this is what it is.
And that's when I thought about the sergeant. That's when I thought about how Ishan tries to quell that in him. But his thing is, I'm gonna make a man out of you because I know why you're upset. I know, and I'm gonna handle that once I leave you. But you still have to show it for yourself. You still have to, you can't bring your emotions to it. And Dr. Patterson, grandma was being protective, like she was like really fearful. And he was just like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure he understands he walks this way with his emotions. But not for nothing, and Sean, he picked up Rory. He picked up the shooter, and he was, so he went to go deal with it. But I also appreciated how when early on in the book, and when we got that scene of young Ishan with his father, I love the way you voiced him. I feel like there was a difference in your voice because you were voicing a kid. I thought that was like really interesting.
Well, I tried to do that because it's different points in your characters' lives, right? So Ishan doesn't sound like me now. Like this is him coming into his own and his father. And so I didn't really want to voice him as he is now. I wanted to give that perspective of, he's a child. It might be a little lighter. I can't exactly do a kid, but just so you feel the dynamic of he's not even a young man really yet. He's still a child.
She was a kid. I feel like even emotionally you spoke from that perspective. I really enjoyed that.
And it's you know, he was learning a lot of grown men things as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it was important to try to give that dynamic from my perspective.
Alex, we were talking about this earlier. The scene when Ebony shows up to Maroon Bronze Resort, and Sandria was able to immediately understand she was being shady. What did you think about that scene as you were developing in it? Like with those three women, how Raina was a little more lax, and then but Sandria was on it from the beginning.
Sandria always on it though. Sandria always be ready. And I feel like, in my experiences with women, it's that was very real because it's always those dynamics, right? So I was like, I felt like Hayden I'm like, is she being purposely naive a little bit?
I didn't think so.
But as it went on, I didn't think she was.
I didn't think so.
Sandria just like she was gonna be on it regardless. I felt like even reading it, I felt like it sounded like shit. This shit about to go left, bro. Like why is she here? Like what I'm saying, like that angst in your stomach, like oh man, I'm about to have to deal with some bullshit. But yeah, like you said, Alex, I don't think she was. Like at first, I was like, is she not? Like, cause she's definitely being shady. But I think she was also kind of like, I feel like if I remember correctly, her and Sean were kind of getting to that phase where they was trying to really, because she wasn't trusting him fully and still trying to get there. And I feel like she was kind of leaning more into that. Mm-hmm. And so I felt like that played a part in it too, where it was like, she wasn't really checking for her like that, to say less.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Alex? What do you think about that scene?
Yeah, I agree. I think she immediately picked up on it. Like she clocked it immediately. But if you guys remember from in the meantime, she's a fan of Ebony. And so I think there was that dynamic too, where she was like, I'm kind of excited to meet you because I'm a fan. But also she was a bit caught off guard from the energy she was getting from her. And then you couple you have the confirmation from Sandria and Raina, which can I just say how surprised I was at Raina? I said, well, okay.
What? Like what? What do you mean?
I was surprised at her shade. I was like, oh, she good at this. Okay. Yeah. Hey, didn't have to. She didn't have to. You know what I mean?
Felt like she was taking a high road.
I think there's a part of Hayden, as much as she criticizes herself, there's a part of her who feels like she has to take the high road. Like she feels like she has to be the bigger person. She doesn't want to stoop down to a level that's associated with like the people and the things that she doesn't like. And so with that, she's like, well, you're not about to get me out of my character. Which it really, even towards the end of the book, which we'll get to that, I feel like she still was like trying to keep it together, like trying to control everything. But yeah, I think she just was like, okay, I'm not about to do this right now.
That's a valid point. Because Hayden is very like, yeah, like she doesn't really let too often like her emotions outweigh her intelligence type vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good point.
Wait, she choked him again after that?
Did
she really?
And did.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, she did.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. Damn, y'all be remembering. Y'all don't be letting nothing slip.
About Ebony or something. She said something about Ebony. And that's when he was. Hayden did after she choked him. She mentioned Ebony, and that's when he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, I do remember when they went back to their unit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Alex, I wanted to ask you this because you brought this up during our last chat. You distinctly recall the scene on a beach while Sean was handling the green giant, and how Peach was singing, and you were like, "Oh yeah." So, what did you think about that scene? Well, Peach is your girl. But what did you think about that scene? Because you have a history with Peach. Why did you say to me, oh yeah, you're gonna like that?
I think I just, you know how I feel about the scenes when all the characters get together.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about it. I think yeah, it's always a lot of fun to narrate, and I'm sure that it's a lot of fun to experience as well because it was fun for me to read it.
Mm-hmm. I was really happy because I took my time in that scene. Because I can't wait to get to Peach's book. But I was really happy that the readers picked up on it. Like that was one of the first things popping up in my comments after the book was released. Peach, Peach, singing that song, Peach, Peach, Peach. I thought that was executed very, very well. I even liked how as Mayor called Hayden over to give her a glimpse of Ishan's world. Like he's he's not my, he's not subservient. He's a millionaire himself, but this is just what he does. He does things. His role is very integral in my business. Like this is what his specialty is. He's coming back to you. Like, don't worry about it. That was really touching to me. That was really, really.
And he enjoys it. Like
he enjoys
he enjoys it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part. That was the beautiful part for me. Is like, yo, he like, all right, well, come on, then. This is what I really wanted to do anyway.
This is what, and I don't think he had fun with the Green Giant because he was thinking about Hayden. I don't think he got into it with the Green Giant the way he wanted to. Even when you think about his teeth, she said, "Your teeth are so beautiful." In the meantime, are they really? He said no. And then we find out in book 2 how he lost his teeth in combat. You know, that is just what he likes to do. Is Hayden a Sagittarius? Khalees, is Hayden Erica, is Hayden a Sagittarius?
Her birthday was in
October. It's October.
Yeah, it's October.
Yeah, it's like October 12th, I think. Look at me remembering stuff.
Check you out.
Yeah. Oh, Alex said it. A Libra. So Jocelyn, I can say this now that Myles is here. So Jocelyn was upset with not upset, but I'm being dramatic, but disappointed or whatever, that the pantry scene in the meantime was read from Hayden's perspective, and she thought it would have been very, very interesting to hear it from Ishan's perspective. So then we get to book 2, and that we love. For me, it was important for the scene where he confronts this whole paternity thing with his household from Ishan's perspective. Bruh, when I tell you, you deserve all the tings for your performance in that scene, busting through that house, like you saw the visual, taking off your jacket and like saying, "I'm a whoop his ass." Like you felt every bit of it. And then when
you felt when he said he had, was it 10 racks on the table? Like,
like I got, I got to deal with him. I'm leaving the game and I got all of this stuff going on. When I tell you, Ishan went off on everybody, but he was very apologetic to his mom. And he was very understanding of Hayden. But when you did that cry for Hayden, when she said, "Why did you make me believe?" I'm paraphrasing here because I don't remember exactly what she said, but when that cry, she said, "When you didn't think this was your baby," I was like, "Okay, Myles, what are we doing here? Like, what did you have in your Cheerios that morning?" I was like you cried for her, and it was like the bubbly cry. It was like the perfect emotional cry because she was feeling so betrayed. Like, why would you have me go through all of this if you didn't think? So that scene, I had to rewind that. I had to listen. I had to listen again. I was like, this was moving.
I mean, I feel like that was, thank you, first of all. I feel like that was a lot like you, the way you write. It brings it out. But one, we talk about like my nephew, your son, look a letter. Like, I got to do that with him a lot. Like sometimes, like I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking go off on this kid. Like,
so you have some experience with that.
I have some experience with that. And with my grandmother kind of being the grandmother and me being like, nah, right now, this ain't that. And 2, like we talked about things off of this, where it was like a lot of this stuff in this book just was personal to me and it touched me in different ways. And so it was able for, like, I always want to, somebody said to me, like, because, Alyx knows, and we're narrators and that's what we do and we make our money from it. But I didn't really grasp the effect you have on people's lives. So somebody's like, no, you're really affecting people's lives. Like if this is all they look forward to in the day, and they have your books and they love you already, and now they're getting the audio. I gotta be on my shit to really deliver these characters, right? Like it's like your favorite actors, except you're just hearing us, right?
Yeah.
So and it makes it a little tougher because you're not seeing it on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we love who we love, because you feel like, damn, I really hate that person in real life. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Or I really love that person. And like I said, again, back to you in the writing and the characters, you write these characters that are complex, and it's complex, but also relatable. And it's like stuff that we really go through. And so it was like some stuff, it's like, how are you not going to really go all out in this scene? Like I'd have felt like I played myself. You know what I'm saying?
I was not expecting that at all. And I was like, whoa. And I, again, because I could see it. We're listening. I can visualize all of this. I'm telling you, tossing your jacket over. What did you say to Hayden? You're scary ass. Get your scary ass in here, because I got something to show you, or something, whatever. It's like, I felt that. Or even with Alyx on that ride home after, first of all, the business Hayden gave Ebony at that tea shop, and then her coming home, and I felt how frantic she was, and how she had the white knuckle grip at the steering wheel. Now she almost ran into a truck because she's just trying to. She's in love with Deshaun. Her thing's like, no. We're not messing with this. Like, this has to work. So I have to figure this out. Come hell or high water. I'm gonna have to figure this out. And how frantic you portrayed her, Alyx. I was like, oh my gosh. The book went too fast at that point. It just moved too fast for me. Because before I knew it, it was over. And I was not ready for it to be over. It just moved so fast, like boom, 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 boom. That was a lot.
For me, like you say too fast, like I don't know if it was the last chapter, but when you really dive into what happened with Ashan's ex and everything, and how Asmir and Scoop, that was like, when I was reading it, I was like, then when I had to do it, I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? Like this is when you really get to the bottom of how all of this came to be.
I was really curious about that, because I wanted to know, Ashan, how much emotion are you gonna bring to it, bring to this, your issues with Mandy? Are you going to be so upset that you're going to kill her? Like, I mean, I know you're a killer, but this is personal. Like, are you that type of guy? And that was scary for me as a therapist, because I'm thinking like, well, what are we dealing with here? But then I'm to find out my other guy did it. Asmir is the one who arranged it, and he was very manipulative, because as Mir looked into Ishan, he found out the tea, and he set Ishan up. Yeah. And he knew, he gave, because he didn't know, but once he realized that Sean was not going to quickly take care of them, he told Petey, take the hit. And I was like,
that was like,
what's that, The Wire?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm reading and I'm like,
yes.
Wait,
I saw on Twitter. Was it Twitter?
I need Alyx to go, I know pop, niggas.
That was good. And Sandria said, Ishan ain't no pop. Like, he's the one that's gonna, he and Asmir, they're gonna pay. But you know who's a pop?
That nigga
Jazz. So she was
like,
all the way
ain't
wrong.
No doubt about it,
right?
Sandria is she that homegirl that's gonna ride with her.
She's so much fun. Sandria is so much fun.
But I think she lays it on heavy because Hayden is special to her. And you can tell, and Hayden knew because she named her daughter after her,
Yeah.
But she's especially protective over Hayden because she felt Hayden was all those good things she wasn't. So she's gonna really, really protect her. But that was,
she got him on nerves in real life sometimes. Like, yo, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, Sandria, like
in the boardroom, when he finally confronted her, like, okay, Munchie, step out of the room.
Yeah.
So, and Raina was like, Sandria, it's like chill. And Sandria was like, nah, that's what we were talking about, Myles, when she said, he said, we know Sundry is not a good girl. If she was a good girl, we wouldn't be in the situation. And Josh remember, she's my big girl, but she ain't no good girl. So let's make this clear right now. I was like, I'm gonna go listen to that tonight before I go to bed. I'm gonna.
This comment is cracking me up. I'm sorry.
With who he is a mess. Bodies.
Now I'm not gonna be able to hear Jazz's name without hearing that.
I think too. This is something I think about as an author all the time in terms of why I get so much critique. If you're not really delved in or really connected, and it's not a bad thing in the LBU, it could be off-putting some of the details that happens, because I'm listening to Love's Neutral Zone, where Sundria, which is her story, Sundria's story, and she walks in on Alex Prism, Jazz, and Ashira having sex. She walks into that scene. Now, for someone who's not familiar or versed with the LBU and they're just getting this book read, you don't get how all of this is interconnected. Like, and what does that mean? So I feel like all of this, I don't know, I find it, I try to view it from all perspectives or whatever, but I'm grateful that you guys are familiar and you don't take it lightly to say, hey, I know this person, or at least I had the heads up. I may never have narrated this person, but I know this is Love's client. Let me handle it with extra care. So I truly, truly appreciate that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think you do a great job ahead of time giving us notes, and if it's characters we might not know or everything. Like, we always get that.
I had to learn to do that. I still have work to do, because I don't remember until I'm listening half the time. So I do get help doing it, but sometimes we miss things. But you guys have done so much. You guys are on it. You kind of know the rhythm. What were you gonna say, Alex? I'm sorry.
I just said agreed. The notes are really helpful, especially when, like, we're in a busy season. We're recording a lot of books, and there's not a whole lot of time to, dive deep. Like, give me the spark notes. I need the spark notes to help me, prepare for this character.
I've heard a few people say, like, Ishan has taken their spot over Asmir now. I'm like, okay.
Well,
you did Asmir too, right?
Indeed.
What do you think? Oh no, you said Asmir was toxic.
No, I love Asmir, but
oh my gosh, when my brother said that, he said, "Love, that nigga low key toxic." I was out on my deck having a cigar. I howled so.
He said it. He said that nigga toxic as fuck.
Oh, that's what he said. Yes. I was crying like, he cool, Love, but I just gotta be honest with it.
Nah, because for me it was like, man, I'll be like, man, these women are real. You hear toxic. I'm like, this nigga is toxic as fuck, and y'all love some ass man. And I get it, because he's just that dude, right? Like, you can't deny it. You said, Alex, who do I think? I don't know if I could choose. It's just they're the same but different for me. You know what I mean? Ashan is still fresh right now, and
Ashan was just books. You just spent more time with Asmir than you did with Ashan. Right.
And Asmir, he got to the point where he didn't even have to be in the field as much, right? Like Ashan. I'm the type, like, some of that shit's like, yeah, I like that too. Like, what we doing, you know what I mean? So I lean toward Ashan in that way, but they both those dudes in their own way. You know what I'm
saying? So while we have Alex and Myles on, let's share. Okay, so Lisa just did it. Hey, Lisa. I don't think I saw you earlier. Hey, Lisa. Your favorite parts. And what I mean, not just the written part, but the narrated part, because that's what I share with them. My favorite narrated parts. Let's share with them your favorite narrator parts of it could be the series, because Lisa, I think this part happened when he discovered she's pregnant, and he runs into her in that, I think she had on a white dress, no less, pregnant at Asmir's party. That was in the meantime. And that boo, when he was sucking on that lollipop, and he said, "Hey, boo, baby."
I like that. Damn, my favorite part. This is tough.
Well, no. I was gonna have them tell you guys their favorite
okay.
parts.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Got you.
Yeah, look, Lisa peeped that, Myles.
I asked Love at one point. I was like, because I grew up, so I was like, is that might just be like a Brooklyn thing? Like, indeed, in peace. Like, but I love
Peace,
that.
peace.
That's Asma anyway.
um, it's just a top spot. Yeah, actually, I think people really took to Ish. With Isaac being my 1B. I like that.
A lot of people are loving Ish.
Question for the narrators. Do you guys feel like you have a unique understanding with other narrators that have done LB books, given you all experienced the magic that is LB and her clients? So, I don't know how to read out loud, right? So I hope I didn't mess up that experience for you. I cannot read out loud.
No, we could see it anyway. I'll let Alex answer first.
Do you guys feel like you have a unique understanding with other narrators? Oh, the narrators who have also narrated your books. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like whenever we talk about Love's books, like we're all always on the same page. And we try not to compare, but when you have a system, it's kind of hard not to. Like there are just some authors that make your work easier.
Very valid.
I know Love gonna give me a long book. She gonna have me in the booth longer than the other authors, but she not gonna waste my time. You know what I mean?
And that's a big point.
It's
not long for no reason.
Like there's never a time where I'm like, man, why did I say yes to this? And it's, like in all transparency, that does happen sometimes where you're like, oh yeah, that looks good. I'll do that. And then the first 2 chapters are well written, and then you get deep in the book and you like, what? Like, now I'm committed. But definitely have a unique connection with other LB narrators.
I think so as well. I think, especially with Alyx, because we've done so many together. Like that's what we first met doing and so it's been years where we've grown and got closer, and that's fam now. Except for Midnight. Midnight ain't shit. So
is Midnight still in here? Because I was gonna make a comment. Is he still in here?
He's still here. He just said something.
Did he?
Except for my good Midnight.
We did get started. We got started together, the 3 of us, and then Josh comes in because Josh is the one that found Myles. I found Alex. Jocelyn found Myles. And we did. We started out together. Another question.
I'm gonna be messy like Midnight. I saw the clip of Myles in New York at the, doing his thing, and he didn't acknowledge me at all. He just said,
Oh, no. First of all, you saw one clip. You didn't see the whole.
He ain't mentioned me at all.
I shouted you out and Indie Love. See, wait till I post the whole thing.
I did see an Indie Love shout out. I sure did.
Now you're gonna see it. There you go.
See Midnight. You see how toxicity can be so contagious when you rust it on someone and the victim becomes the darn antagonist.
See, look, that was just a clip that somebody took. They didn't give, that was clickbait. They didn't give the whole thing.
So do you ever go to each other for assistance if it's ever needed? I'm assuming she's talking in general, not necessarily the LBU. I mean, I'm sure you can answer for, both ways with one answer or whatever.
For sure. I mean, me and Alex talk all the time. Midnight as well. Like, and depending on relationships we have with, just like with certain authors, like I have a different relationship with Love. I don't know every author. I might get to know some. I think it's great, like with these festivals and stuff, where you get to meet people in person and just vibe how you vibe. But for the most part, I feel like in the narrator community, even if you don't know each other, there's no issue with like reaching out and tapping in with somebody and doing those types of things. So like I've never met Winston in person, but whenever we connect on something like this, yo, what's up, bro? You good? And so for assistance, like me and Alex talk all the time. Me at Midnight, punk ass talk all the time. But I think for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a mutual respect for everybody in the business who does what we do. And so the people that we create a personal relationship with, there's like the door is already open, but it's like the doorway is a little wider for people that you have a personal connection with. But even if I don't have your phone number, I got your email. I'm gonna email you and I'm gonna ask you some questions. So I definitely do that. One thing I meant to say like way earlier, and forgive me for going back, was I would just like to say Hayden is not getting as much love as Ish, but I have not seen a whole lot of hate. So I want to thank everybody for that, because it usually goes one way or the other. It's like, oh my God, we love Lex, but that she can't stand her. So I really appreciate y'all going easy on my girl.
Shit.
So she's like in the middle for you, Alyx?
She is. She's in the she's neutral. You know what I mean? Like, because it's either like, oh my gosh, I love Elle, or like, not Nye. Like,
right.
every time.
Like
every
Raina,
time.
People did not like Raina for a minute. Like, they did
and
not
they have no reason not to like. They be letting these men slide, okay?
I think that's
men
true.
be acting up in these books. And they be like, but I just
and look, and know damn good and well we do not tolerate any of that in real life.
Any of it.
Right. That was my point with Asmi. I was like, he's that dude, but y'all like, let this be in real life. That boy would be on every website, every
yeah.
He would be getting dragged.
Red flag.
So here's another question.
Red flag on one of my videos on TikTok, and I was like, okay.
Was it my sister Ebony Janice?
No, well, Ebony Janice, that's the homie. She's no, but it was somebody I didn't know. Like, they just randomly posted I'm a red flag, and I was like, I am. So just leave me alone.
Okay, right.
I agree with it.
So the next question is, when you were reading the book, do you pre-plan when you're gonna cut up in your narration? So I don't know if you guys do that. Like, I know Wesley, even before production company, I know Wesley with her co-narrators, I think they will reach out, have a conversation, boom, 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 boom. This is how we're gonna take care, boom, 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 boom. I'm not sure if that's something you guys do. I think I feel like we have other ways of synchronizing in terms of
like, do we ask each other like when we're gonna go up?
Or she mean just like when we're gonna do it on our own?
Before when you get the assignment and you know who you're co-narrating with, you reach out to them and do some pre-planning.
I don't think so. I mean, because unless it's like a duet, like Alex is gonna be doing her parts and I'm gonna be doing my part. Like, I might know what's gonna be like, this might be emotional scene is here, but I also like this. I like to live in a moment with it, right? Like, I like to be there and just let that happen, because I just feel like it's more organic and it's really happening. I don't want to plan, like, you don't plan an argument in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just happens. So
right.
Well, I don't know what you did with that scene when you came home for that darn Makai, but I was like, Myles was on steroids.
Not steroids.
Yeah, that was like, I was like, oh my gosh, that was so good. Like, I wanted to listen again.
I think you could just channel life experience too. Like, having an acting background, I believe C does as well. Like, you never want to come out of a vacuum. One of my favorite coaches used to say, like, you want to come, if you don't have this experience, try to make one up in your mind. But a lot of it was like, all right, I didn't have to do some of this. Like, maybe not this exact scene, but I didn't have to do this different points in life. And like I said, if I didn't really like, I'd rather go crazy and you'd be like, Myles, bring it back, than not.
Yeah.
True. Agreed. Miss Key said, just in general, there's definitely, I don't know if I like plan that I'm going to cut up, but there's definitely scenes that I like laugh out loud at and I'm like, ooh, this is going to be fun. So I guess technically, yes. And Danisha, there's a whole team dedicated to hating Shishi. You should know.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't get it. I like Shishi.
She is so lovable.
Yeah, Shishi is the life of the party. It's just that when we're in their project, we see the good, bad, and the ugly, and more of the ugly. That's just real life. Yeah, I love me some Shishi. Okay, here we go. Is it hard to be vulnerable in the emotional scenes? I'm ready to answer for you guys.
Alex, you want
Sure. I don't think so. I think it's really hard when the writing doesn't give you a proper lead up, but that's never an issue in an LB book. So, I mean, like even books or scripts or whatever, it as an actor, it's hard, period, if like you have to do a quick switch from emotion to emotion. But if there's a solid lead up, then it's like, okay,
I think
I'm prepared for this.
I think that's spot on. Like, you ever watch something and be like, they didn't need to cry there. Y'all just trying to make this emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
what's my why? Like, as an actress, like, why am I crying here? Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, love gives us so much to build to these, because it doesn't just come out the gate and you're just like, it's like we're through a whole journey. So now you're so invested. Now you're with it too. Like, shit, I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? So now it's not hard to flip that switch. It might be hard, like Alex said, to like after that scene when we coming in the house, and to bring it back down, you got to take a little break and get everything together. But as far as getting into it now, because you've been on this journey leading to this point, and Makai had been showing his ass throughout the whole book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Showing it, pulled his pants down.
So it was
remember book one, when the first time she laid eyes on him, he was like flirting with her, like he was shirtless, and he was like,
yo, even wild,
just fresh,
even wild.
Yeah. I've seen how y'all narrators show up for each other in interviews and support each other. I love that. I do too. I said to them, so Myles and Midnight had, and I didn't even know, Jocelyn had to hit me up and say, hey, Myles and Midnight, they're live. I'm like, nah, these such as ain't telling me nothing. So I hopped on.
It was kind of random. Like, it was like we just,
okay. Well, I'm glad to know that. Because I'm thinking, like, I follow you guys closely. I'm like, I didn't see any announcements or whatever. So so I hopped on. We had Jocelyn and I had fun with them. But one of the things I said was, I feel like, and I said this before, maybe privately, but I love how this class or school of narrators, they're more transparent. Alex on her page, she's talking. That's what she is naturally. She's like talking about, like, this is a human experience. She's asking questions. She's open to interfacing. And, poor Myles and Midnight, I hope you guys are not scarred from these events you've done this year when the readers met you face to face, but they're just open. They're just like, hey, come on, I want to go. Like, I want to be with the people. And that's not what we've not seen that before, you guys. And who am I to talk? That's hypocritical, but we've seen more narratives be more anonymous, which is fine. That's fine with me. But I just love when I see you guys out there and I have the opportunity to support.
Thank you. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's also, like we said, like Alyx Love is, I don't even know how many. Love is probably like 7 years or something now.
It's been
some time.
2018, 2019. It's been a while.
Yeah, and then Alex not long after. Carrie, how you like always talk, like he kept pushing me to. So it's like you have genuine relationships, and like I was never. Again, whoever wants to be anonymous, that's great. That's their choice. For me, it was Myles was created just because I do so much other voiceover work. I didn't want to mix the two worlds, but I also feel like it gets harder to stay. You know what I'm saying? And like I met Alex's kids. Like, she's met my wife. I know Midnight's wife. Like, that's like, these are like my people beyond this. And so when we're doing this stuff, we also get to lean on each other and reach out and say, talk about the business side of it, and talk about life stuff. And it was a little overwhelming at the festivals, but I think it's just figuring out. Like, I reached out to Love and was like, man, it's a little crazy, but you figure it out, and you figure out how to maneuver with it and keep life and keep everything. But the big thing for me with that is just like Myles Washington is just a regular dude. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a talent that I'm thankfully taken care of, but I've just never wanted to feel like. So that's what makes it a little weird. Like, I don't like when people freak out, because I'm just like, yo, just be cool. I'm about to go eat some pizza like you, and we can be cool.
Yeah,
but I love the events
agree.
we get to fellowship in person.
It is so much fun. It is a lot. Like it's emotionally draining, you know, and I know it's emotionally draining for the attendees as well. It's just like a really busy time. Like the weekend is just busy, and there's so much sensory input, but not in a bad way, you know. Like it's the
Child, let
first
me tell
time
you
in a long
something.
time.
When I got my hands on my Alex, it's like, okay, love, okay. I'm like, no, come here, give me a hug. And then I'm all in Myles and his wife's face, and I'm like, what do you think about this? I'm like, it is a lot. It takes a lot of energy. At the end of the night, I am exhausted, but I also feel so full. But it's a thing when we get to see each other face to face and finally love on each other and express who we are, things that you can't hide, you know. I think that's amazing, and I enjoy it. So thank you so much, Indie Love, for making that happen for me.
Yes.
Having me meet my guys. So I appreciate it. You may have already. Okay, guys, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this felt like that last question felt like a really good time to do this. So I wanted to just make a little announcement, if that's okay.
Shout it out.
Fine.
Yeah. So on the subject of narrators getting together and us wanting to connect with you all more and really just sharing a little bit more of us beyond what you guys hear in your earphones. Myles Midnight and me, and I should say, are getting ready to start doing some live conversations. So the first one is going to be on December 23rd at 10 p.m. on Instagram. This is the first time we're announcing it. You'll see flyers and things, and coming up. But we are really, really, really excited to just chat, have conversation, kind of let you guys in on what our conversations are really like, because we do get a lot of questions about it. So, Myles Midnight and Monroe are
Alex. Yeah, that was the name, right? Alex, you had a dope name, Alex. I forgot what it was.
Thank you so much, Myles Midnight and Monroe.
Right.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All snap. Look,
but wanted to share.
That is wonderful. And I think I'm telling you guys, are doing something different, and you are showing us just a different side of this community and how they support, they love. I love it. I love it. But I already feel like
we
I'm
love
my
you.
family. I know, and I love you guys. I just feel like you guys are my family. Even though I'll be, I go light on social media, but I do pay attention. I try to follow, but this is my family. I love them.
Y'all are the only people that I send like 7-minute voice messages to.
Yeah,
I feel no way about it.
Hey, Alex.
Too far.
They don't need to know that other side of me, Alex.
My voice notes are legendary.
No, I love these people. Like it's not a fake thing. It's the other thing. I feel like it was a holiday. Yeah. I feel like it was a holiday this year, and I just hit them up, and I'm like, hey, I was just wondering. It was after the holiday. I was like, I was thinking about you guys. How was your holiday? You would think I had like no life, but I'm like legit thinking about these people. Like, how was your holiday? What did you do?
Yeah, it's weird when we go a little while without talking.
Right.
I'm not gonna keep you guys long. You guys went over 30 minutes. I truly appreciate it. I just want to make sure there aren't any questions. Do you guys have any other announcements? Even books? Do you have any upcoming projects that are coming out and you want to throw out some dates so they can support you?
There's a lot going on.
I know.
Thankfully, like in a good way. I know the Romance Room. What Josh was saying, I didn't shout her out, but I did. We making a tour that Alex and Midnight definitely going to jump on some special features with me. I think next we're trying to do the DMV, then Houston and Atlanta. But as far as books, that's just a blessing. It's a lot. I don't want to say something and forget somebody else, but it's a lot of stuff coming. And I always, like, the community lets me know like different things that I might not know, and they're like, "Oh, you doing that? So you doing that?" But there's a lot. Like the schedule is packed. I'm working, so it's a lot. But thankfully, in a good way.
Don't pull up on Atlanta and don't say nothing ahead of time.
Don't pull up on it. Nah, it's. I'm thinking like the same time as Black Romance because it'll just make it easier since I'm already
Right.
down there.
So
Yeah.
just real quick, Myles and Alex, Sitara is my line editor. So she's saying everybody
Me
gets
in
it.
love. I was talking about myself. I wasn't even talking about you.
Oh, okay. All right.
I wasn't gonna put you out like that.
Yeah, no, we all send pretty long voice notes.
But can I tell you guys, and I say this to everyone, my girlfriends, we call each other Golden Girls. I need to stop. I don't think I'm old. I'm very proud of my age. So I named this our group thread the Golden Girls, and they say, yo, you got everybody on voice memo and voice noting. I've been voice noting since 2010. 2011, like I've been. So if you heard of voice noting or voice memoing, because first it was memoing and now you can note in the text, but if you heard of it before you ever met me personally and did that with me, it's because somebody else who's connected to me in 6 degrees, they know me. I'm the one who did that.
I had voice notes from you from Raji days. Like,
oh my gosh,
voice memos
since like 2010, like, you know, it was just my thing. It's my lifestyle.
When she first said, "I'm about to send you a voice note," I was like, "The fuck is that? What?"
CCJ did the same thing. CCJ did the same thing.
It is like that in the beginning because you're like, okay, you're gonna send me a voice note, and then you see the length of it, and you're like, what? what could
That's
you
the Belvin in me. And everybody feels that way, Alex. My personal friends, my best friend. My best friend like 3 years ago, she was like, girl, I remember you sending these things to me. They got all long. And here I go, I can't shut up. I'm not a telephone person. That's why. My life is just always moving. I'm just not it's a bad trait. I'm just not a telephone person. But child, you get an LB voice memo, just sit down. Kick your feet up.
Yeah, it's only at first though. It's only at first. When
it's contagious.
Into the swing, it becomes very normal, very quickly.
Oh, very normal, very normal. I kick people out of my office. I got a message. Get out.
I'd be like, babe, keep on my headphones for me.
I gotta listen to voice notes
because it's always more than one.
One time, Alex, you said your husband was like, yo, who is this dude?
Oh, yeah.
These voice notes.
And look,
that was the beginning of it.
Did you guys know Midnight tried to call me last year? Johnson House last year. Yeah, and I'm on my way. I'm in a car. I'm on my way on a date. I have, gone to the movies, and I see this number come across my screen. I say, because what you ain't gonna do is sit up here, got me in this car, and then you're deep.
Oh man, yo,
voice come on, and my guy looks at me like, no.
But it really was like that. He was polite. He waited for it to be over, but he was like, ooh, who that? I'm trying to figure out who this man on your phone with this deep voice.
I'm serious. I am serious.
I'm like, I promise that's just the way he talks.
That's
Raji.
He is.
Raji was how me and Love connected. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Very first project. It was my first project in audio, period. And that's how I met Alex and Myles. Mm-hmm. That was a journey. And they actually love me now. So we went from that to being in love with each other. All right, so I'm not going to keep you guys long. Yeah, I'm not. My elders, they get on me. I can't get you on the phone, and it's pretty bad. I try to make time for them. I'm just, especially during the evening when I'm having a drink. You don't want that side of me. I'll hit up Joss. I'll hit up Myles. I'll hit up Alex. I don't want to hit up my elders when I'm in my evening groove. Anyway, all right. I just want to say thank you guys. Well, you didn't say, Alex, what's coming up?
No, I didn't go. I share Myles' sentiment. I don't want to name one thing and forget the other, but in the spirit of being, in the company of the LBU, Love's Inconvenient Truth is coming out in about a month. So January you guys 13th. Can look forward to that. You can pre-order and all the things. And yeah. And
Alex,
also,
I'm sure you have something coming out before then.
Yeah, but I don't want to name one thing and forget another.
Well, just name a couple. Just name what you can name.
You know what? I got tagged in a like a pre-release review today for Until the Ink Dries.
By who?
Kimberly Brown and Aisha.
Oh,
and I'm co-narrating with Winston James. It was a cute little story too.
Good.
I think y'all will like it. But yeah, and then
did you meet those two at Indie Love, Alyx? I'm sorry. Did you meet those two at Indie Love? Because
I wish I could say yes or no.
Yeah. I wish I was trying to meet Kimberly, but I wasn't able to get her when I went over there. She was gone, but I did meet
Aisha.
She's sweet. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Alyx.
Yeah, I met a lot of people, and it was a lot of people, and it wasn't that close to Black romance, but in my mind, it felt like it. It felt like they were back to back, and so I don't remember if we met, but I was introducing myself to everybody I could. Hey, how you doing? I'm available.
Good. So, I cut you off. You were gonna name. Well, you did. You named that you did with those two with Winston.
Oh, I was just gonna say we're gonna wrap up the Sadiq series soon. Midnight and I know it's been a delay, but Midnight and I are recording it next month. And as far as I know, there's no other delays. It's not us, y'all. We promise. But you guys can look forward to that. I would say early spring.
Midnight Michael.
Is he still here? Did he check out?
I think he checked out.
He might have bowed out. He ain't said nothing. I know he gonna make himself known.
Okay, so I'm so glad you. I feel like, did you see it? You said this again. I meant to address it, but we were on a different topic. I was supposed to do this and I forgot, so I'm blaming Jocelyn because Jocelyn should have reminded me to update the encyclopedia. So it is me who updates it, but it's not me who provides the updates. And she sent it to me months ago. My editor, Tina, she sent it to me months ago. So it ain't her fault. She sent it to me. It's just me taking out a few minutes. So I'm gonna right now put it on my phone tomorrow after the gym. Instead of going into my session with Brielle, I'm going to update it because I told you guys before I was gonna do it and I forgot. So I will take care of that because that should be updated. And don't forget, you don't have to pay for it again. I'll put out the announcement. I'll remind you how to just re-download the book. Okay. All right. Anything else you guys want to announce? Anything else, or we did? You both will be at Indie Love.
Yes, we will.
I've never been to Tennessee. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Nice.
I like Tennessee too.
Nice. I've never been to Tennessee.
Really?
No.
Well, I guess you spend your time on the East Coast.
Yeah. You know what, Alyx? You're right. I spend my time on beaches, and I need to stop. My matriarch told me to stop
that what it is?
Yeah, she told me. She said stop that. She
said
spend some time here in the U.S. Sometimes.
It's okay to leave the U.S.
Yeah.
But I like Chattanooga. Also, just between driving back and forth between where I'm from and Atlanta, I always drive through Tennessee. So, not anymore. I don't do a lot of driving anymore. When we used to make the drive, just a frequent place to pass through.
Alyx
Tennessee,
is well traveled,
guys.
Place. She's very well traveled, but we're not going to go. That's her personal business. But she's well traveled.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be like her when I grow up.
And you can, and you let me know if you need help booking a trip because I got you.
I am. I'm gonna get there real soon. All right, guys. Hopefully Josh hires me this year.
Shut up. Why I'm ignoring
Bravo. Oh,
you know what that means.
Who is that? And Sugar's about Be Love. Who is that? That's you, Myles?
No, that must be Alyx.
No, that's me. And I can't remember who I'm co-narrating with.
Okay.
Shout out to Memphis.
Hey, that's where you're from? I didn't know that. Did you know that, Jocelyn?
No.
See, I just cannot believe you guys have never been to Tennessee. There's so much in Tennessee.
I didn't know. Okay, I need to get with you because I'm gonna be in Memphis in August. No. In March. I'm gonna be in Memphis in March.
I got invited to, I believe, an event of signing, and I got uninvited. You remember that, Jocelyn?
I'm not.
Oh, so is that the real reason you haven't been?
Oh,
Yeah. I booked a
Don't
flight
take it
and
out on
everything.
Tennessee.
I booked a flight and everything and got uninvited, but I shouldn't have said it. That's.
And I haven't really, because I haven't done what I need to do yet. But yeah, I'm gonna be at an event in Memphis.
Yeah, link up with E. Yeah,
we need to link up.
That'll be a time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Okay, I'm gonna let Myles and Alyx
send the
know.
calendar invite to Love so that she can also come to Tennessee.
Well, Love's gonna be in Indie Love too, right?
Apparently, she's not touring. I didn't know that.
No, she's not. She's not touring.
You know what I'm saying?
Indie
She
Love
ain't
in
even
27.
Okay.
I'll be with Indie Love is my home event. So I'll get if I miss a year, you'll find me there. You'll catch me there. Lots going on next year. So yeah.
I'll try not to take it personally.
Well, Indie Love knows. She knows my rhythm. Or they know my rhythm because it's not just Josh, but they know my rhythm. But that's my home event. If you're gonna catch me anywhere, you're gonna catch me at Indie Love. So okay. Well, thank you guys. I love you so much.
Love you. Thank you.
We love you too. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. I can't wait to see a shout out, Josh.
You should have put the link in the chat.
Don't be like midnight.
No, not at all.
Not at all. My brother's not like that. All right. Well, we'll see you guys on the other side.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to y'all soon.
All right. So, Khalid said this is her break year. E said, hit her up. Yeah, that'll be cool. You know, E will keep you informed and cracking up at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Oh, she said, why are you ignoring her?
I don't know what I'm not ignoring her. But I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Can't wait for real story. It's a lot to her. We'll finally get to. Yeah, I can't wait either. Well, I can't. I'm in the thick of her story, but I'm not. I'm excited. Let's put it that way. I'm really excited. I'm not as far as I want to be with her, but I am really excited about that baby. I don't even have her. I don't even have the cover design concept in my mind yet. So you guys pray for me. Send great energy because I block all negative energy, but I don't think you guys send negative energy. I'm not that type. Send wonderful energy to LB.
Yep. You got this.
All right. Anything else, Miss Marks?
No.
This was really good. Are you doing a story for Peach? Absolutely. Now I can't wait till I get to Peach. I've been saying this. I wish I had a researcher because that'll help expedite it. But I have one project, and then prayerfully it'll be Peach after that one project. So, yeah, I can't wait. What am I dropping on Thursday? Oh, Khalees. Yeah. Well, Khalees. I'm so sad. I want to meet you so bad. Let me prepare for 2027. Yeah, actually, we have to meet. I don't know where Indie Love is going to be in 2027, but I'll definitely let you know. Good night. So who is that? That's Tara, Yaya, or is that Allegra?
That's a Yaya. That's a Yana.
Hey, Yaya. Love you, girl. Okay. Energy and prayers. Thank you, Khalees. You got this. Thank you, Nurse Nick. What will be dropped on Thursday? I'll do our career. Nice to meet you, Josh. Aw, Lisa.
Oh, nice to meet you.
She corrected herself. Will Peach be a multi-parter? What's that?
More than one book.
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't know how many, but at least two. I'm definitely not a one booker. Thank you, Josh. Okay. Can't wait to read the new books. Yes, ma'am. Hey, love. Oh my Yaya, I love you. Here's Khalees talking to Yaya. I'm so glad I made this one. Happy holidays, everyone. Well, I'm glad. I'm grateful you made it. Thank you guys all for supporting me the way you do coming into this. I've been trying to kind of put content on my YouTube channel, and thank you, Indie Love, for supporting that and sponsoring it because she's paying for it. I do appreciate it. I really, really do. Riel will be a standalone. Yes, Riel will be a standalone out. Unless something happens in 2026, because I don't think it'll be coming out this. She's not going to be coming out this month, unless something happens in 2026, and I'm like, oh, but I seriously doubt it. In fact, it's not gone to my line editor yet because it's not enough for her to dig her teeth into. But it's gone through one editor. This week it'll go to another editor, and I probably won't buy the Satara for a few more weeks. Oh, here she go. Look, sending good vibes your way, love. I needed Satara. Thank you so much. It's been a rough 2025 for me. Happy holidays.
You're gonna be here all night doing that.
Okay. Go ahead, Jasmine. Close this out. Okay.
Again, thank you all for joining us this evening. We truly appreciate it. It's been a good time. Good time. This 2 hours flew by fast. It didn't feel like it was 2 hours. Like we just got started. Happy holidays to everyone. Keep everybody in. Keep this book community in your prayers with positivity. There's a lot of negative stuff going on. But keep it positive. Keep it positive. Take it back to what it used to be. That's all I'm gonna say. Take it back to what it used to be. And don't forget what the vision and goal was for connecting independent authors with the readers. And with that, we're gonna say good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.